Hang on. I'm having a word world malfunction.
I can tag you in this post. This Facebook one.
I just got up. What are we having? Like, 3 months ago? Miles picked up.
We aged it.
We've been aging it. It is Surly's Russian Imperial Stout, but this one is the Blueberry Crumble Darkness. Rum barrel aged Russian Imperial Stout. Blueberries, vanilla, and lemon peel added. And then a little death head. And these are usually always 10% or more.
This is the 2021 variant.
And that would be 12%. I have literally done, as Christine would say, fuck all today. I only had one thing on my agenda. Well, I had two things. I was going to go shooting, even if it was by myself. But rain? No. And 38 degrees. Meanwhile, my friends are sending me screenshots of their weather being anywhere from 75. I think Lily had 75 at her place. And is it Tom sent me a thing 95 at his place.
You know what? I would rather it be.
I don't
70.
want Tom's. I don't want Tom's. My ideal summer weather is 72, 74 degrees. We can pick it up.
High 60s for work.
Yeah.
Outside work.
Drop it down during work hours. Definitely smells like fresh blueberry. Like if you go get
like if you grabbed a handful of blueberries, like,
or even like a pie or something freshly baked.
You definitely don't get the rum barrel age in the smell.
I'm looking forward to being freshly baked. I asked Christine if she wanted me to build her a sweet one, and she looked at her watch and went, "Oh, okay, it's 12:03. I can't say anything." Those are really nice breastises. Cheers. And congrats on getting the Trans Am running.
I'm getting the axle with a home equity loan. I don't care. It's a home equity loan. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can go buy 4 B-Maxes. Actually, for what you paid, I could actually go buy 10 B-Maxes.
If you get them like that, I would say that's an outstanding investment. Compared to some of them I looked at.
Oh, there's one for $4,500 at 2004 in Cloquet for $4,500.
I can never say enough to the 2 individuals that made that entirely possible. John Solar for saying bikes are practically being given away here, and I challenged him, and on the 3rd picture he sent me, I was like, that is the one in my mind's eye. And then NIHAP went and looked at it for me, put it on a trailer, and brought it to Maine. And everybody involved knows the rest of the story. I really would rather have ridden it back from Maine, but being so John said I probably couldn't have made it down the street and back without several moving violations because he lives close to the police department. But first thing I did when we pulled into town 6 hours later was go straight to DMV. You two can hold having to pee. I'll be right back.
You didn't even let him in the house.
No, the only thing I really wanted to do today, and it's not a life-shattering thing because of the weather, but I need to make sure that both Vivian and Samantha's bikes have the proper PSIs, and hers is ready to go again. I cannot believe, really, how simplistic the brake is on a older drum motorcycle.
Yep.
It's
literally
it's literally just a paddle. When you step on the brake, it just simply moves the paddle to make it longer, and that causes it to spread the pads apart.
It's just like a semi-truck axle drum brake, only it's operated by a lever than by an air chamber. We're actually actuated, but
no, I think I might just let her take it. I mean, her manual actually has no information, 0 information on sinking the carburetor. Now, having said that, she, even though she should know better, I guess she doesn't rebuild carburetors. All the cars she works on are fuel injected. But if that thing was running decent, now with the exception of whatever was causing that high idle, all I did is put new shit in. In theory, it should run better. There was 2 of those carburetors that the filter, the screens underneath the float bowls were all callous. It just looked like someone salt tablets were dissolved right there. So I did change the main fuel jets, the ones that matter. Like if we were to say put a free-flowing exhaust on there, we'd have to probably lean those out a little bit, which would suck. I think you could get to all of them with the gas tank off, but again, it's a vacuum actuated fuel valve. Which,
if I'm right, Eric, what you do is you actually have the needle valves on those actually should have multiple lock ring grooves, and to lean it out, you actually can move it further into the jets, or to richen it, you move it further out so that you have. Imagine the cone of your jet going just barely in there, or going way in there.
She has no plans on doing anything but getting a newer bike with more ponies. And now that their house hunting has become priority number 1, and they're engaged, the bike has moved to pretty much. Well, I can't say that. She is my child, and anything that goes boom, 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 usually takes priority over everything else. But I know she's trying to sell her winter beater. If you know anyone interested, she really wants to dump it as fast as possible to pay back the loan that she that we put in place for her, so that she could had her down payment money. Even though I don't think it's going to happen, because
what is the car?
This it's a 2010 Impala.
What kind of shape is it?
It's in good shape.
How much does she want for it?
I don't know.
Not for me, but I know somebody who might be interested.
I can get you all that when we're all done here.
Give me the information. I'll pass it on to someone. Pass it on to multiple someone's. Hell, I know that the guys at work, they're always looking for cars, I think. Some shit they...
Well, let's put it this way. She picked it as a winter beater for 2 reasons. It was reliable, and it was front-wheel drive. It's just not sporty like her Prelude is. Hey, want to hear a great development? There'll probably be insurance on the bike on Monday, and she got tabs for it yesterday. Now we only need her to do one thing. Get a frickin' motorcycle permit.
A license.
She's just like, I don't got time for that.
You ain't got time for fucking tickets if you get ticketed for riding without a license, Sam. That's it. Just because you don't have a license doesn't mean you don't know how to ride, but in the eyes of the all fucking consuming government.
Government.
She's so beautiful. All she's got to do is go take the basic rider course.
Sharky, I think she's number 1 in the rotation in my...
Good Lord.
In my penis. She's got everything.
If I get her to rotate on my penis, I think I would...
What my daily. So there was 71 comments and 71 views. Coincidence? Jade Dog was late on the club, saying her club, Mr. Holster. Smile Money is 2 or 1. 1. Hector says, yeah, first. Smile Money says, yes, that would be correct. Miles says first, being second.
I don't see how that is, because as soon as it comes up, I sit there for like 2-3 minutes, and I'm still there, and then suddenly someone else comes up.
I think, do you refresh?
Oh yeah, I refresh.
Because if you went in and said first and hit refresh, you should be the only thing you see.
I do that multiple times.
I don't know how this stupid YouTube thing works. I mean, I love it when people are new to YouTube and your channel, and they think that, well, I can delete comments. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that. I have never, in the time that we have been in either of the Captain 1 or Captain 2, have I deleted anything? The B&E Brewery Reviews?
Yeah, you have.
That got some stuff deleted because there was the trolls, the same trolls that said all of the nasty shit about Christine, that TMH on fire. If I ever saw his head in a scope, I would probably do that. Hector says yes, second, and Sharky says Cap the furball meows the truth. And then he says back to Sharky, truth with chocolate jimmies. Should try some chocolate gummies.
You got some chocolate gummies?
No, I ate them all. No, there's some fleshy gummies.
Those are Matt's, and those are the cummies.
No, those are real, but that's okay. I'm in the sci-fi.
I still think that shit was funny when he opened the cummies, and he's like...
Clyde says whiskey and revolution for all, and Phil adds 4 more shots to that. Smile Money, open a beer and delay taking a sip until you taste some creamy, hot, fruity cheese. Mr. Holster is pissed! Yes, he is. I almost wore Mr. Holster's gun yesterday when I was out running errands, but I went with the huge.
What do you think of this here? This is more of a I think this would be better warmer.
No. Well, probably.
It is a stout.
Probably.
You know what you forgot to do, though?
Right now we're a little... No light's getting through it. I'm not wasting my flashlight. Yeah, she's 15 degrees, a little on the chilled side. J-Dog is here at work. J-Dog, when you stopping by? Salty, a fool in his nakedness will soon be parted. Multi-gunman, if at first you don't naked, try naked again. Salty Shellback sent me some pictures. He's in the process of adding even more bling to his ninja.
The blingja?
The blingja. Thought he did pretty good on a color match too. I mean, it's nothing. It's one of these little things that I truly appreciate in modding a bike. Foot pegs. Ooh. To match the bodywork.
Frank's got to get new foot pegs for his Shadow 1100. His granddaughter went to climb up on it when we were cleaning the garage, and tipped it over and busted off the foot peg.
Coco, you know you're taking forever when Matt has to tell you to start reading comments. EMT says, I thought the same thing, laugh out loud.
So that's, Eric, when I repaint the CL350, that's the color I'm painting it.
It's a good color, I like that. It almost looks like it has a little, juice behind it. Rich Huff says, cheers all. By the way, it was blue, because I know people are like, sit and have a conversation about shit really doesn't work unless you're on the radio. EMT. Smile Money. You know, I drove right past both their houses. Did I ever mention that?
Oh, yeah.
Smile Money says, help my daughter buy a house for what was a bargain at $150,000. 10 years later, the house is estimated at $330,000. And my grandkids are attending one of the best school districts in the county. Best $20,000 investment I ever made. No, I don't have a motorcycle or a $15,000 rifle, and I only drive a 2000 Honda CR-V. It's all about priorities. Fun is overrated, Matt. Poco says, even when Smile Money talks about good deed, he comes across sounding like an a-hole. Smile Money back to him. You're right, it sounds like bragging, but I was addressing Matt's comment about me not having any fun. I would love, me and Christine would have loved to have been able to help. Well, we did help Samantha yesterday. She needed $3,000 and I made it happen. Did it come out of my pocket? No. But I did make it happen. So, just because you're not the bank, you can be the broker.
Mm-hmm.
So there. And my other issue, my thing with John, with the rifle. First of all, we had a handshake on a plan, and if for some reason he doesn't want to stick with that, I already financially have that covered. I could literally give it to him right now if I wanted to, but if I shook Miles' hand and said, Miles, I want your saver, and Miles says, I'll give it to you for $2,000, and I say that's fine, but I'm gonna need to make payments, and he says okay. Well, payments isn't one in 28 days.
You know what the step up from that is, Eric? Is that if somebody came along and offered me $4,000 for it, and I already shook on the $2,000 for you, I would not renege on it.
I've done it. I know.
That is the honorable thing.
You know what? This is more powerful than a piece of paper and a pen, as far as I'm concerned.
This is the ultimate test of honesty right here, is if you shake someone's hand, you say, we're doing this. But on the other hand, you need to uphold your part of the bargain.
Yeah, right.
If you say, I'm going to pay you $100 a month, then you go without fucking beer, you go without fucking anything else if you're going to have to pay that $100.
No,
My dad, he borrowed me the money for Garrett's, the legal shit for Garrett. Told him $200 on the first weekend every month. He's not real picky about it, but I am. And then he helped me get the camper, which stayed in last night. Pretty fucking cool.
No, I mean, things... I don't want to say
I could be homeless now. I really, if I just had the RV, I could be fucking homeless.
You could be your neighbor. Why don't you park it right next to him, and then you could get a picnic table set up between the two of you. You could even hold John's dick. Well, he holds yours while you're holding... Have you seen that video? The guy's got a cigarette in one hand and a beer in the other. He goes, could you get that for me?
Here's the problem, is I'd have to fucking hold up his fucking gut with one hand and hold the dick with the other.
Either way, I'm not worried about it. Like always, I have it covered. I have it covered, and I'm not selling anything. So there, okay. And damn, Merry Christmas to somebody.
Merry Titsmas.
Really? There's that many I'm like, how come I have an entire screen? What did Wade say? Wade says, putting Matt's face on a girl's body is just wrong. Well, his face on his own body isn't good either. Carry on. Hector says, laugh out loud.
Holy shit.
Phil says, too big crying face. God, that is just... I don't know what the rest of that looks like, but if I don't necessarily ever have to see the rest of it. Sharky, it's his face on Paris Hilton. It confuses me and disturbs me. Question is, does my absolute distaste for Paris Hilton somehow make me appreciate her body with Matt's face attached? Hang on, let's read more. Oh, Hector, my cat. I need help, it seems. Hey, I'll put it this way. I would do Paris Hilton with Matt's face before I would do Paris Hilton with Paris Hilton's face.
What does the front of it look like that? Let me share this with you, gentlemen.
No.
There you go.
Boobs. Cat to shark. I may be gay, but I have standards. Matt's not my type. Now, that sexy Sasquatch Miles?
You know what I've been doing on the job site? If someone's like, hey Miles, I need your help, I actually run like Sasquatch across the job site. It's fucking epic.
Just to be an asshole, I skipped the fact that he said laugh out loud and just kidding. You know you want a piece of this, Hector.
You know I got that dickhead 23-year-old kid on the job site, right? The other day,
I bet you he says there's this dickhead 40-something-year-old guy on the job site.
He takes it, he goes to grab my hand like this. So, you know what? For being older, that's all right. I would do that.
Freckles.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's got to be at least like our age, Eric. Somewhere in between us. I mean, if she was like right between us, I would.
I don't want that either.
But no, he took it and he grabs my hand like this, like he's going to lead me on. So I start doing this, skipping along behind him, holding his hand. Got him to let go quicker than shit, but I held on.
Sharky laughs at that, and then Cat, then they have sex. Sharky, there's a chance. If Hector's here in September, you could be doing more than cooking in the kitchen, if you know. And on this note, she's about to strip down and get a little sunlight on the Tar Star. Hector, not first again, but I showed up anyway. Alta Gunman says, but are you naked? Question mark.
Eric, I have a new term for you. It is no longer a tool bench. It is now a tool bar.
Speaking of benches, you know that one alongside your motorcycle?
Needs to get cleaned.
So help me, if I find the part from my little edger under all of that shit, I will punch you.
I won't. I won't. I'm moving it.
Did you find Jimmy Hoffa under there?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even really clean that bench because A, I don't know what to do with your shit, and B, I don't like going anywhere near your bike really anymore. And I can't get your bike out of the garage by myself anymore. Evidently, I've become too frail to push it over the fucking multi-speed bumps outside of my garage door. I'm about ready to just say I really don't care about tar and just level that bitch. Problem is all that leveling we did to where the truck parks, it looks like this again.
Eric?
I will not let him bring me down today.
Eric?
What?
When I have the dirt work done, I'm going to ask him to include fucking stripping the fucking blacktop off your driveway.
Oh. That wasn't the two thingy. That was one of those things that Christine goes, every time you give me that look and you turn your head and you make it and then you get like a down there, she goes, that's called, wow. That's called karma. It's like a spasm.
I saw your post the other day. Is that the one that got you in trouble?
The noose?
Oh, not that I didn't see the nooses. But yeah, I did see the...
It's a noose and it says, government repair kit, just add traders. And you put that on and 3 seconds later, it was gone.
That's bullshit because you know what? If you look at shit like Reddit, they're like, all Republicans should die. They're all evil. They are all monsters. And that shit stays up. And if anybody fucking says anything against that shit...
Hey, I'd prove it if I wanted to be gone for 30 days. I put up the picture of Biden with the Hitler mustache, and it was actually him, and it said something about gun control. They deleted the picture, and me and Clyde both tried it. They deleted the picture in less than 30 seconds, and I was on a 30-day vacation.
Eric?
I put up the picture of Griffith.
Hang on. Here's the answer. I'll put the picture up, but I'll put in, this is bullshit as a caption. We'll see how long it stays up. And if that's the case, well, all I use YouTube for realistically is looking for motorcycle and parts. And
well, you better not do that. I might not be able to buy a bike for 30 days.
Oh, I got them lined up. I know where they're at.
See, that one with Kathy Griffin holding Trump's severed head? It's still up. It is still up on my site.
It wasn't actually Donald Trump's head. It was an effigy of his head, and that's okay because fuck you, liberals.
Well, what's wrong? So what's wrong? What's wrong with a picture of Hitler and it says, "Are you really for gun control?" And you get a 30-day ban for that.
You know what? I'm for mental health control, Eric. Real fucking mental health control. When you got some asshole roaming the subway screaming at people, give me food, fucking threatening them, and they get put in a chokehold and die because they're fucking weak, that's their fucking problem, not mine. Now, I guarantee you that Marine wouldn't have put a person who was just sitting in their fucking seat, minding their own fucking business. Right?
Uh-huh.
Pink. wonder if the Jeep is pink inside.
Shutters. Poco says, I hurt at a 10 when they rushed me out of the waiting room. The nurses felt so bad for me that they almost OD'd me. OD'd me on morphine. I love morphine. And I had the little thing, and you could give it yourself one. Except for it was on a timer. I'd ask Matt to send me some black strap, but he would probably forget it in the corner of Eric's basement for a few weeks.
So hey Eric, actually I gotta ask you a serious question.
Oh, back strap.
What's your opinion on the legalization of recreational marijuana in Minnesota?
I really don't care. It's happening anyway.
I mean, now you don't have to go to fucking Michigan for Matt. Matt doesn't have to go to Michigan to get gummies.
You know,
I want to try that. I actually want to try that shit again and see if it was just like a fluke.
I don't even know because I'm not Matt if it's sativa or the other one.
Cannabis.
The one that worked for me to get sleep, and I did it. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It was like 40 minutes before I went to sleep, just so that I could sleep. I do not like any of the effects. You know, I don't. First of all, I basically just sit there and go, "Oh, I'm gonna OD. I'm gonna OD. I hope this gets out of my system." I just want the effects of the sleeping part.
Did you drink all the bamboo?
No, I think there's two actually.
We're gonna do a sip of it.
Care right now. Yeah, I see one right there for sure. Isn't that like almost full? No. Well, you can have all of that you want. I don't care. I'm not having any of that. Oh, yeah. So my money. Jefferson, a connoisseur explanation.
A cursory compilation
shows that he owned a shotgun called a two-shot double barrel, purchased in France, a number of pistols, and another shoulder weapons. Damn, Matt, they didn't list a 60 round in the minute firearm. 60 round a minute firearm. Hector, you know, you wouldn't have so much back pain if you got rid of the moves. Look who's talking. Smart money. Matt, the Gatling gun was invented in 1862, and the Bill of Rights was approved in 1791. 71 years earlier, and Jefferson Thomas died in 1826. If he had such a gun, he was involved in time travel. Wait, you might be onto something, Smile Money. These days, I am not willing to rule anything out. I by accidentally clicked on a TikTok video, and now you should see the shit that I get. I am almost convinced that the Earth is flat. NASA fakes everything between the air or the bubbles in the background and the harnesses while they're at the space station. And that chick's hair, have you seen that video? This redhead or brunette chick, supposedly she's in space. As she moves around, her hair should have a little flow to it. No, this shit looked like you could etch glass with it.
Like, it was like everywhere?
Like they had her turn upside down, and then they hair gelled and sprayed the shit like an 80s person would go. That's right there. That's the look. Sharky says, "Hey, it's all longer than 20 years ago, man." Back to Smile Money 20 years ago. That was when Vice President Al Gore invented the Facebook meme. Sharky says, "You almost got my sarcasm." Smile Money says to him, "I was searching."
You want some of this, Eric?
Fill the drink. Greetings, Captain. Sitting here eating a bratwurst and some potato salad. How are things going? I've got a fucking bartender, man. How do you think things are going? Guy just handed me a fucking drink! And evidently farted.
Not right, not.
Open the popcorn, please.
You smell popcorn?
No, this smells like popcorn.
I had bratwurst fucking omelets for breakfast. I highly recommend bratwurst omelets.
I had maple sausage links.
Eric, what do you give this? For what it is?
I'd go with a 9.5.
I mean, it still has the blueberry scent and flavor to it, but now I taste the rum more now that it's warm.
It's getting better as it warms. It's
Yeah.
still is not really hiding the 10% as well as some do. Like the one we reviewed yesterday, that was insane.
What was that? I didn't even watch that one.
Can number 19. I assumed it was going to be don't judge a book by its cover. It was a Imperial Stout.
Was Matt here for that?
Yeah. See, that's why I thought it was going to be we were hoping Imperial Stout, because he leans towards an Imperial Stout.
IPA.
Or, sorry, an IPA. And a Stout isn't wasted on him, and an IPA is wasted on you. So if I was going to... And I don't, knowing now that it turned out to be an Imperial Stout that weighed in at 10%, that was 2 full glasses and then some. Those cans are...
Where and NIHAP sent that to you?
Yes, it's
New York.
somewhere out there where basically whatever they have on tap, they do those can growlers.
Crowlers.
Fantastic way of doing it. It's going to stay a lot longer than if they probably put it in a bottle.
So,
well, the stouts are.
I would pay someone back if they would get me some of that 2050 stout. Like, I'd Venmo them, Zelly them money, send them cash. I don't fucking care. I just want some of the 2050 stout.
Who's that from?
I don't know.
What the hell is that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, the CL360 Eric?
Redneck.
I'm getting a CL360 here by the end of the month. That is the color it's getting repainted. And I have the fairing sitting on the toolbox that's specific for a Honda 360 of that era. I'm putting the fucking fairing on the CL360, but it's going to be a quick release.
Just to piss off Christine and all Kawasaki owners, should I wrap Vivian in Slimer Green?
You know what, Eric? The 81 440L LTD I have, we could fix it, paint it, get the title for it, paint it Slimer Green, and that's Christine's new bike to start with.
Good luck. Not only is it not a Harley, because both you and Matt, coincidentally the same fucking bike, have tried to make it possible at a reasonable price and make payments for her to start out on a Harley. And
Eric, you want to know what's even fucking crazier? My wife even suggested it going to Christine. She suggested it going to Christine.
I almost hope she's listening, because she's an idiot. She's either full in or not at all, and I'm like, you've got people that were willing to put you on a motorcycle so at least you could come riding. No, it's not the one that I want.
I want Christine to come riding with us. Oh, Eric, by the way, the 29th of May is Memorial Day weekend. Eric, Frank is on call that night, the 29th. Do you have anything planned for that day?
I cannot make any complaints.
Positive or negative, right? Frank and I are going for a ride. We went for a ride last year.
Summer is obviously going to be very short for us this year, and I do like to take advantage of any time to ride. And the one thing I'm looking forward to more than anything this year...
Just don't pass my wife at 130 miles an hour this time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have it on video.
Is going to bike night with Samantha, and going for a long and very sexual ride with J-Dog.
I would like to go for a ride with J-Dog.
Unfortunately, he's an idiot. You know why? Because he doesn't want to ride his bike until it's legal. What a dumbass.
What do you mean until it's fucking legal?
He's got to get the title transferred, and he's got to get a permit.
He doesn't have a fucking permit?
Mm-mm.
What? Fuck. Just do it, fucking J-Dog.
I mean, do it Samwhat.
Do it, J-Dog, you know how to ride a bike. J-Dog, you know how to ride a bike. Don't fuck up. That's all I gotta say is don't fuck up. And then there won't be problems.
You know what, that'd be funny as fuck? See J-Dog riding the Radiant.
Alright. Bear on a bicycle.
Oh.
Better yet, the CL360.
You just see the wheels, it's smoking because the rubber is hitting the inside of the fender.
CL360, even better yet, or 350, one of the two.
Sharky, she's waiting for the load.
Oh, God, that shit is good.
Redneck, see, I can't call you building a drink. Maybe BAD. Hey,
So this is what's weird, Eric, is Memorial Day is the 29th, and it is on a Monday. I may very well, if I work that day, that's like fucking double time.
Usually put. I doubt you'd be working.
I highly doubt I'd be working either, especially on that fucking day. And if I look at my bosses, it's Memorial Day. Let me see here. Christopher Kiernan, Anthony Zapata, Rudy Tillman. There's the first three names that come to my mind. Three individuals that I served with that passed away under less than desirable circumstances. That Ed.
Hey, I gotta. You know, you're like the material person, like Clyde is the Google search knowledge guy. At a non-Pelican case price, does anybody at a reasonable fucking price, or it ain't gonna happen, sell the inserts to a Pelican case? When you go, okay, I fucked up. See, every one of those is screwed up. The Mosin got its scope changed, so the fucking case the insert got altered. The JP, the scope changed, so the thing got altered.
What's the model number on that fucker?
I don't remember if it's on here, on these or not.
That's a rifle case?
Uh-huh. It might
Got
be.
it. Already got it.
I think what you need to know is one dimension. I think they're 54 foot. It's like a 4 foot chunk on the inside.
You don't know what these are?
18. I don't know if I went looking. I think they get listed as a double rifle case, but it's only a double rifle case if you are talking about unscoped.
1750s.
Yep. Don't shake your little fucking head. That? Yes! Now I like where this is going. Can I read this shit?
Alright, Pelican rifle case, IM 3100 Kaizen foam inserts.
Dark and heavy, just like my axe.
Color you want? Black, black and white, black and red, or black and yellow?
For the inside?
For the inside, it has fucking different colors and layers. Black, we'll just go with black.
Someone racist.
So it doesn't give me option one.
Then he says, love a chilled beer mug. Oh, fucked up my
Okay,
house.
so option 1 is a single piece of 20 millimeter 7/8 stick. Option 2 is a bottom piece of 20 millimeter 7/8 stick with a middle piece of 57 millimeter 2 1/4 inches thick. Or option 3, which is a 20 millimeter, 57 millimeter, 20 millimeter, which you can get in different colors. So when you pull out the rifle, you could have like a red. So if you were going to do the Mosin, you could put a fucking red center in it. So when you pull it out, it's got a fucking black, red, black fucking theme to it.
Mosin's case does need to be redone, but not to the point where I'm pretty sure the one I want to change is completely different because I'm switching from a bolt gun from an AR platform.
That is the cost for that Kaizen foam as a base foam.
That's just one layer. I need 3, right?
Lid option. So we're going to say option 2, we're going to the most expensive, option 3, 45. And we're going to go black and red. Quantity 1.
I'll just buy a new case. I'm reading again.
$111 for the foam for it. But it's Kaizen foam, and this shit is the fucking ultimate fucking foam for anything you want to foam.
I'm ready to foam your butt cheeks.
Guilty!
Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
Maybe I will just get a thing of mix it foam, put it in black dye, fill the case, shut the lid, open it up, and shave it.
Fucking shit's like sealed in. Like, I can't get my gun out.
You come back in an hour and the case looks like it's pregnant. Oops. No, the green case, I want to convert it over for the bolt gun. I'm just going to have to see how it lays out. That's a lot. That's the problem.
Do you need a lid foam even? Because have you cut the lid foam? If the lid foam is eggshell,
lid foam is eggshell and it's not touched.
Then don't fucking worry about the lid. Probably about $100 we can get away with this, Eric.
You know what I could do with $100 right now? That wouldn't be foam.
You know what I could do with $100? I couldn't make my wife happy because Harley Davidson parts are all at least $100 fucking dollars
But
plus tax.
watched a hillbilly found a 5-gallon bucket full of dildos in his wife's closet, and he said, and he duct taped his toothbrush to it. It's like, that was a smart idea, though. Think about it.
No.
Does your wife have a dildo?
I don't even know anymore. She used to when I met her. But it was like fucking half the size of what I carry.
Is it hot in here? Is it just me? I don't even want to know.
It's actually off the iron worker. I gotta get another one of these because the nut was missing off of it and it won't fucking pull the goddamn thing off the punch die.
When was the last time you were at O'Reilly's?
Yesterday at
Alan?
9 o'clock.
Did Alvin tell you I've been cheating on you? I've been putting shit on your account.
It's fine.
Which Alan does automatically.
Fucking Al is awesome. I tell you what, of all the humans in the, you know what? The next Shootapalooza.
And he's the manager. It's not like he's like some scrub pulling
the next
shit.
Shootapalooza,
Oh, we should have him.
he's going. I will literally fucking pay his wages for the day for him to take the day off. Because if you guys think any of you are fucking cool or anybody you've met here is cool, wait till you fucking meet Alan.
There's no chance that you'd have him watch this, is there?
I can have him fucking watch this.
Okay, let's not. Let's not, because what I'm about to say. It's all good until the grill gets opened and the brats come out.
I don't think you have a problem with that. I think Alan regulates himself.
Have you ever followed him into a quick trip at breakfast time? No, Alan, you're not coming. You can have 2 brats.
I'll pay you extra.
This is how it looks. As he walked over the cash register. Just kidding, he's a super nice guy.
Nope. I brought breakfast into these guys. I brought donuts.
I'm not kidding. I'm just saying that out loud in case.
I remember when one of the guys was in there and he says, if you come in here at 7:30, you better be bringing me fucking breakfast. I chucked a bag with 2 sausages and McMuffins on the fucking counter and it landed like flat and skidded right up to him and he's like, oh fuck.
No, went in there because I fucked up This is when he realized he had fucked up. I took the whole tire and everything off of Sam's bike, and then went to take the brake assembly off, and we realized I forgot to tap it loose so that it would come apart. So I had to put the little arm back on so I had something to hit, because I am not going to put fucking vice grips on that gear. And as I was tightening it up,
Snap.
the thing looked like it was made out of aluminum foil. So, nice. So I tapped that hole, I got the assembly all apart, and I went down and visited Alan and told him, I said, it's a 10 millimeter head, but it was like 0.16 or whatever, but I brought chunks so he could figure it out. And
That man is amazing.
2 things of brake cleaner, because I cleaned everything, and then some I realize this is a loaded question because I'm about to ask you something that revolves around me buying something or not. But would you use marine grease for like the bearings as I reassemble the rear end of the bike? And he goes, you can, but, and I go, here it is.
See, Alan is a motorcycle enthusiast himself. And so, if you ask Alan something, I'm sorry, this guy here, he was born to be a fucking parts store manager.
Oh, he's very good at it. And there's nothing negative about that. He is so personable.
He's a parts tender.
Not to mention he knows where everything is in that.
Eric, I told you a story earlier that if I said anything to anybody else, he may get in trouble.
I fucked up and I apologize.
You know what?
You can upgrade if you want.
Upgrade. With 2 Ys? Oh!
Oh, look at that lovely cascading action going on my ice chilled glass. There's another one in there.
I'm good, Eric. I'm good.
I said I wasn't going to forget,
but
technically I did not.
But I took it, I went ahead and I went down there to deal with a battery for the Trans Am so I could try and start it.
You came all the way back?
No, I got it before I went up there.
Oh.
I still had to come back because Frank had to return the brake parts, because to segue into the other part of yesterday's success story, so Frank has a 2016 Fusion SE Platinum with the 2.0 Ecotech, right? Well, he lost his brakes in it, and he thought it was a fucking actual brakes. No, there's a vacuum pump mounted to the end of the camshaft.
Wow.
Well, he thought the vacuum pump just went bad, so he's like, we gotta see. Pull that off, and there is a fucking spacer that goes between the cam and the goddamn vacuum pump. And that sheared because the vacuum pump went bad. And the bolt was broken off about yay far inside of that fucking cam. But yay fucking far.
You know, like Sharky, yay far.
Crashing your head, crashing. I crush your head,
I pinch his nose.
You've seen that shit, right? So anyways, we're
Look at my hand. Okay. I pinch his nose. Yeah. No, there's no alcohol involved. Smile, money.
So, North Star Ford didn't have it. It wouldn't be until at least the first week of June, right?
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you fake.
But they said there was one in White Bear Lake, so we called White Bear Lake Ford. They had it. No, Frank's buddy, his dad lives in fucking White Bear Lake. He picked it up, drove it to Hinckley. Frank's buddy drove to fucking Hinckley and brought it all the way back up to Meadowlands. And by the time fucking it got dark out, we had the fucking spacer in, the vacuum pump in, and the car was done. But to get that fucking broken out part of the bolt out,
For dinner, did they bring you out a sandwich?
I brought fucking bratwurst and burgers and cooked them myself. It was one. It was
Do
actually.
you have the pull-out grill in the camper?
No, unfortunately.
Now he's gonna get one. Matter of fact,
No, I have a little fucking grill. We have a little grill on a stand.
I know.
Nope, we have a grill for the camper.
Okay.
I even found where I'm going to put it. I got to rebuild the spare tire area, and then the grill will go next to it because there's like a 6-foot deep area there. But to get the bolt out of the end of the cam, I took a fucking center punch and was able to back it out just by fucking working it around.
Well, the bolt that I broke off on Sam's was sticking out the end that much.
No. It was this far in, and I had to fucking pick it out. Frank's like, holy shit. So
We did that. We just did that on something.
The Articat. The Articat, I tapped that shit around. I'm like, dude, I need to go buy lottery tickets. Where's Matt?
I was fucking
We need to invite
amazed.
Matt over now that we've had quite a bit and be like, just start fucking with him.
No, he works. He asked me if I wanted to come have breakfast with him this morning. 12% IPA at 7:30 this morning.
I got to tell you know what? As much as Matt is weird,
I
and
had to
fucking
pass
has weird
on that.
opinions and weird fucking. I like Matt. I really do.
Redneck, greatest economy ever.
Watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body.
Mike Gillian says, "Shut the fuck up, Miles." Hector says, "Fuck off, Miles," or F8. Question mark. Wait a second. Has this been a F8? Woohoo! Hector called something that hasn't already been called. It's a miss. F8 is a misdemeanor. And you guys are in search of the little guy. Eric, don't make eye contact with it. Sharky has high def and he'll see where you looked.
I'm looking at your face. Eric, open.
That is so gay. Hector's going, oh, God, I got a chub when they were throwing food at each other.
Eric?
I think I'm going to go take it in the ass.
Eric, we really need to have fucking Shootapalooza next year.
We're not having it till Christine says so. It's going to be an anniversary, which means you had to previously been here or get a very special golden ticket invite. I only say that because I have made some pretty goddamn good friends since our last shoot. Mike says, I left a comment on leave the rifles the way they are, but must have got pulled. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. That is definitely that's definitely where I was leaning. I was doing my Hubie exercises this morning while chatting with Sharky. He's like, "What are you doing right now?" Sent him a picture of the rifle. I was aiming at your girlfriend's wad in the window. She was in there the other night, but I wasn't like watching with binoculars or anything.
Who's that?
The uncle.
I want to fucking fix her back door.
Wow, am I supposed to say that there's some
Seriously,
kind of
it's-
secret code in what you just
Seriously,
said?
it's a hollow core fucking back door. No screen door. It fell off. I want to fix it for her.
Yeah, I would love to rehang her back door also. Maybe I could help you.
We'll do it at the same time, Eric. Actually, Eric, we are going to fix her service door on her garage, or I am. I don't care.
You know, after you finally told her I was plowing her driveway,
Oh my God.
she finally actually waved to me for the first time in fucking, 3 years of being here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually saddened. I'm a true romantic. And when
She's
Austin...
got to be the nicest fucking person ever. And I don't know what the fuck happened between her and Austin. Because Austin was like the fucking most ultimate guy neighbor ever.
And he was like so easygoing, and I was like, next minute it's like, Austin left. I'm like, Yeah, I don't know. She's like, I mean, we're talking about 3 years of. Okay, never mind. Oh, by the way, yeah, for the last 2 years, I've been maintaining your fucking driveway for you.
I don't know. I don't know if she watches this shit, but her body is like a 9.5 and her face is like a fucking 5.9.
She does not watch. What are that? No, I don't think any female watches this anymore. Let alone in a strange neighbor from across the alley. But yeah, all winter long, he's like, could you at least do me a favor? Make a pass so she can get into her driveway. Or in case I have to hurdle 27 motorcycles out of her garage, we can get them out of there. Sub comment from Hector says, ScrewTube hiding comments. That never happens.
Speaking of motorcycles in other people's garages, Eric.
Uh-huh.
I am a signature appointment away from the money for my garage. At the point in time that happens, it becomes the blitz to get... My father has volunteered his garage. Bianca's allowed me her garage. And if absolutely necessary, beyond the little enclosed trailer, Emily has volunteered me part of her garage.
Emily Larson?
No, the yellow house. Weirdo. I guarantee you she doesn't watch this shit, but... You know what? I'd bang her just because fucking the weird factor. She'd probably like, put it in my ass and my vagina at the same time. And I'll bet you that shit is so fucking hairy I could braid it. Like her ass hair into her vagina hair and seal it off permanently when I'm not there.
So I got a notification from Patreon that they weren't going to send me any more money till I verified my age, because they want to make my shit age restricted. I don't understand that, because the only thing that goes up on Patreon, there's no... What the Patreon members see would be me and you turning on the camera and turning off the camera. And whatever's back here is whatever Christine approved of. It's usually motorcycles or a car back here. So there's no age restricted fucking anything from Patreon, yet I had to prove who I was. So I sent them a dick pic. Dinscourge. If you added theme songs for the intros like this was WWE, what would Matt's intro be? Fly Like an Eagle? Rocket Man? Goodbye Horses?
Is there a song I take it in the ass with IPAs?
Matt Davis says Matt puts the lotion on it. Chief Old Gun Guy says more like YMCA. That's the closest so far. Sharky, WWE. Fuck that. WWF for the real old fucks.
Hang on. Eric, I got my theme song.
Phil says 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Phil, she's not a redhead, but she does add a mouth challenge.
Eric, hang on.
Your copyright restriction is moments away.
Introducing new Smokehouse Barbecue Cheddar. Sweet and tangy barbecue sauce, cheddar cheese, crispy onion rings, mayo, and pickles on a cheddar bun. Heroes you were born to be. Kyle and Stash.
I could be reading right now.
This is my theme song. Make your own movie here.
Well, dude.
I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on
I remember watching this as a child.
I could feel so free. I never thought I could feel so.
Multi Gunman says there's 2 of you in this video, so there should be double whiskey and double 357 Magnums content. I am very disappointed in the 2 of you.
Eric, what should my first gun be?
What should your first gun be?
I do not own a firearm.
Glock 19 or 17?
Glock 19. Do you have a Glock 19 or 17 for sale?
No. I have both of them though.
We're not buying it from a gun show.
I don't have. Well, I would talk to Craig, but evidently when you go through Craig and you get the Friends discount, it's retail plus $50 to $100. Craig, if you're watching, he wants to go for a motorcycle ride too. He wants to drive Vivian.
Sure.
Even though the last bike he was on ended up resulting in him having a massive accident where he was unable to fulfill his livelihood for a few months.
I'm going to tell you what, Vivian will cause you not to be able to wipe your ass even if you just regularly drive it. Because that thing scares the living fuck out of me. But that's why I want one.
Or a nice 1911.
Nice 1911 would be nice. Actually, Eric, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm stupid for this.
Actually, you know what I would recommend?
I want a Beretta M9 9mm, just a straight fucking military version with laser grips. Because that was really the only pistol I've ever carried in my life.
I actually do not have a Beretta in that format that you're talking about. But if you were to do a 1911, I highly recommend that. I'm actually thinking about adding one of those to my just fucking range abuse guns. The Taurus.
Sorry, Eric. This is forced to habit. You know what? One thing.
Sure. If Salty was here, he would put his penis down the hole just to verify that it was empty.
No. 1911, 45 ACP. What do you want for this?
It is not mine to sell.
How much is one of these worth?
New, $600 or less.
This will be my.
I think it's one of the best deals you can get on a 1911.
So, Eric, if I buy a Taurus 1911 in Beretta style, are we going to do a fucking unboxing and perspiring video?
What do you mean Beretta style?
This looks like a fucking Beretta.
Well, they're all 1911s look like that.
This is what I'm buying first, then. Sorry, this looks like a Beretta. I don't care who you are, but I want laser grips for it. Can I get laser grips?
Yeah, absolutely. Crimson Trace makes a set that replaces those.
That is exactly.
And the modular is right there.
So I told you about that, right? I go into the bathroom or into the shower trailer when I'm on my second tour in Iraq, and I walk in, and I'm brushing my teeth, and I look over at a dude, and he's brushing his teeth, and we're sitting there looking at each other, and I'm like, I fucking know you. And he says, I know you too. We had in Aberdeen Proving Grounds, when I went through machining school, he went through 45 Bravo school for small arms. My room was here, his fucking door was right here to 90 degree to my shit. He's like, we sat and talked for a while. He says, dude, you're a tanker? Fucking cool. Saw him the next day. He says, here, dude, I got a present for you. Hand me a set of fucking Crimson Trace fucking grips for a 9mm. I was the only person in the fucking company with that shit. They're like, how the fuck do you get that? Apparently, my influence stands fucking strong.
Oh no, Crimson Trace makes a really nice set, and the laser just is sitting right here, and the pad's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So when you grab the gun, all you need to do is basically grip it. If you want, you can also get one that goes in the mainspring.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of firearms, did you ever get a hold of David about his buddy with the virtual concealed carry permit?
No, I can do that yet today though.
I really want to know that because I want, one, as you've said, a number. The more people in Minnesota that have a concealed carry, the less likely it is they can just steamroll us. Because even if I don't carry a concealed firearm on a daily basis, because my experiences are different from yours and different from every other person that carries, I don't feel unsafe on a daily basis that I need to carry a firearm. That is my personal feelings.
I don't either. I just carry because I don't.
And you carry
I don't
because you carry. And so I cannot say your reasons aren't valid. The same as if you decided, as anyone would, not to get vaccinated, I cannot question, this is the base of American values, is we accept each other as we are, right?
It should be.
No, wait, fucking should be.
Matt Davis does say beer's all though.
Beer's all? So,
No, everybody's different.
if you got your vaccination, I accept you. If you
I just choose to carry all the time. Inside the house, I always have two guns. Actually, sometimes because of where I'm sitting in the on the couch, I have three. And people are like, "Yeah, I don't understand anybody that would carry inside their house. All home invasions happen to happen at your house. So if you, whatever, everybody needs to do what they need to do. You do you. Me personally, I carry all the time. Bedside stand. My side of the bed right now, I think there is...
You know what Sherry carried?
7 firearms.
You know what Sherry carried? She had Josie, and she had a bobcat out in Meadowlands that she was dealing with. She saw through the window. And I'm going to tell you what. If I didn't concealed carry, I'd go out and I'd get fucked the hell up trying to protect that dog if I lived with her in Meadowlands. Unfortunately, Josie is gone. Snickers, Reese, Carrie, Kara, Henry, Penny, Angus, Casey, Abby, Bo, Trixie, and now Pepper. They might be fighting with something, but I'm up next. You know, Snickers is like fucking 14 years old now.
Just carry a Schlaghammer, man, right in the top of a fucking dog's head.
Fuck. Actually, Eric, I'm sorry, but my coworkers all carry stiletto hammers. Have you seen a stiletto hammer?
Yeah. I don't really feel like having a $200 plus
$250 fucking goddamn titanium hammer. But I'm gonna tell you what, Eric. I took it. I fucking handled one of these things compared to like my fucking. Well, I got the Milwaukee 17 ounce now. That stiletto was wild. I can hit harder than a 17 or a 19 ounce, and I can hit all day.
Real.
They also had a boss hammer that acts as a square, but I'm waiting until I bend one of the fucking...
Actually, if you're looking at a full size or a 4-inch, I could have Craig look.
I need my permit to purchase and my permit or my permit to carry first, Eric. Which I need the class for the permit to carry, and as I've said before, I don't feel the need to carry because of my situation. Because you and I both know what my situation has been in life and how I've lived and where I've been, and I don't see myself as being in a need to carry it. But
Commander size in 9mm, which means you're going to have more shots on you.
If
11.
Here's the other thing: is the ammunition. I'm only carrying fucking hollow points at the very least. No ball.
Well, yeah.
And if I can get some of the ammunition that you carry, if I were to carry, I want no question about it. Now, Eric, let me ask you a question. The whole situation down in Texas. It almost seems like the stories they're telling are going way over the fucking top to explain what's happening.
At the mall?
At the mall, the 9 dead. But you know what the problem is? It's not firearms, it is mental health.
See, there's an agenda. They need to disarm us because we want to kill anybody that is tyranny against our rights. Period.
No. It is not a matter of killing the people who are against our rights.
No, I am.
It is fear of fucking death that should keep people from attempting to remove the rights from others. We hear fucking Gavin Newsom sitting there saying, "Why don't you do something?" I'm gonna tell you what, Gavin Newsom. Why don't you fucking lock up the mentally ill in your fucking state that live on the fucking streets and shit and piss in the streets, and then we'll talk about everything else. Are you getting banned right now?
Cheers.
Gavin Newsom. Fuck you and your fucking aunt, goddamn fucking Nancy Pelosi.
Keep old gun guy.
You see, because even all you have to do is care. All you have to do is care about human life and handle firearms appropriately. That's it. If you don't give a fuck about human life, you'll fucking find a way to kill people.
This is the one I'm looking forward to shooting. And if it runs...
When's the next time you're going out shooting, Eric?
I don't know, today. I left at 9 a.m., but it was 38 fucking degrees and raining. I don't know. Me personally, I always recommend a 1911 right off the start. Some people don't feel comfortable. Now, I realize that some people might laugh at this. Huh?
Go ahead, finish.
Carrying a striker-fired gun, I always walked around like it was gonna go off on its own. Oh my god. Oh god.
If I saw that, I would go off on my own.
Oh, she's hot as fuck. Yeah, there's 3 pictures. There's 3 of her in there.
So Eric, before the Beretta M9 9mm, what was the 1911? Was it the Colt 1911 that the U.S. military standard pistol sidearm?
I also highly recommend this because you can get this for $300. And that's bad. Okay. I forgot this is an on-duty gun.
You know what, Eric? You know what I love about you? Is you understand my point on firearm safety. And if you ever hand me a firearm, it's clear. But on the other hand, now...
See, some people for their first gun may not feel comfortable with a striker fired. Christine, for instance. Because there's it's either not ready to go because you don't have a live round in it, or there's a live round in it and it'll go off if you squeeze the trigger.
Eric, here. Non-striker fired gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So...
That's what you want.
No, I don't care. You know why? Here.
I'm just saying, would you feel comfortable carrying this?
This, I would feel comfortable carrying this. You know why? Because for 4 years of my life, in a combat situation, no, I'm just checking, because...
Good choice.
Because the right thing to do when you're handling firearms is to be safe, because I certainly don't want a basement pop. But...
Probably be best for my marriage.
But, right now, if you consider the military statuses, this is green. It means you have it on you, there's no magazine in it. If there were rounds in here, and I didn't crop that, because I'm trying to be a fucking idiot, this would be considered, if there were rounds in it, this would be considered amber. There are rounds in the magazine, no round in the chamber. Now, were there rounds in the magazine and I were to... That would be considered...
What's that, then?
Is this safe or off safe?
Safe.
They consider that red direct, meaning you squeeze the trigger, it's firing.
That won't fire, though.
Why not?
Because safety's on.
Okay, safety's on, so that's red.
But now I should point this out to you. If you're going to carry a 1911, you need to carry it one of 2 ways. Either hot and like that, or without a round in it.
I would not carry it hot like that. So now
You gotta drop the safety because it locks everything,
okay.
Which is why it's the safest gun with a live round in the chamber.
Now, what I would do with a loaded magazine, because I would
carry it like that.
Carry like that, because there's no possibility of it going off. And from a trained and experienced perspective, the time it takes me to...
Well,
if the magazine was loaded, because it would bring the...
It would
allow the slide to slide forwards and chamber around, is only a matter of seconds. I don't even have to be looking at the fucking firearm to do it.
No, I have had this debate.
It only takes a fucking second, and that second...
I disagree with everything he's saying right now, but that's his decision, and that's how some people have to carry, and I fully respect that.
If you, I know every
fully
time.
Respect that.
Every time you hand me a firearm, if I knew, if shit went fucking south in the backyard, and I grabbed the firearm off your fucking hip, I would know. I don't have to fucking load around. It's just fucking squeeze the trigger, pop the safe off, squeeze the trigger. But you know that if shit went south and you had to grab my firearm off my hip, you would have to load around.
Yeah, you know your surroundings. See,
know your surroundings, know who you're with.
What happens if I squeeze the trigger? You just saw.
Is it unsafe?
There is no safety. The only safety is putting your finger here or not.
Then the fucking round goes off.
Exactly.
We have a fucking problem.
Exactly. When I first started carrying a striker-fired gun, I swear to God, this is how I felt in my brain. Oh, the gun might go off and it might shoot my foot.
That's the other problem, is that when you're first carrying, you should be cautious. You should be aware of what you're doing. In fact, it doesn't matter if you're carrying a striker-fired gun or not. Every fucking movement with a firearm should be, you should be aware of what the fuck you're doing. The problem is, with all these shootings,
I got this for you, Miles.
motherfuckers are aware of what they're doing and they just don't fucking care.
Multi-gun man, are you ready for this? Miles? Here you go, Barney.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Push, pull.
You know what? Rather than trying to fight it, knowing what the fuck I'm doing, so it's empty. It's empty. I know.
Barney Fife.
I am not playing Russian roulette, Eric.
No, Barney Fife was only allowed one round and his gun had to be empty. When he got to a scene, then he put the one round in it so he could...
I did not know that.
Mayberry?
I didn't know that. I honestly did not know that. I'm not.
No,
that
I wasn't telling you to suicide yourself.
I'm not that fucking. See, it isn't suicide unless shit lines up, and then it was meant to be. At which point in time, you probably should have played the lottery.
No, Barney was only allowed one round.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that until just now.
Lipstick.
So, what is the red tip round? Is that a nylon?
It basically keeps it from collecting anything while it expands. It's actually a rifle round. I have these.
I have a lot to learn if I'm going to be a gunsmith, Eric.
44 minutes. Hey, I'm always here for questions. Do I have them all? You know what I found out? To very, very much disappointing.
22nd of fucking May, Eric, is coming up very quickly. I don't know what I start with, but I'm excited.
One of the guys that I was hoping to set you up with, Dusty, was the manager and gunsmith for Dead On. He went out on his own. He told me yesterday that he is completely out of the gun world. And I'm like, Dusty, that's sad.
So as I understand, the owners of Dead On Arms sold out to their fucking one of their employees.
What?
Yeah.
You know, I have not heard them advertise in a while.
I heard from a very, very fucking reliable source that that's what happened.
I wonder who that is. Do you know who that is?
It was one of their employees, a female employee.
The only female employee that they had the last time that I was there was the husband and wife, the wife of the owner.
Nope, it was like their accountant. As I understand, if I'm right, you know what? If she bought it, she runs it like the owners did. We're fine. Fuck around, you'll just lose your business.
I don't go there because, like David says,
they're expensive as fuck.
It's way, and I agree with this statement. It's way too much money.
You know what, Eric?
You gotta get out of here.
If you've got a business like that, you have to survive. You have to charge money. You can't run anything for free.
If I could afford it, I would love to own something like that on. Gunsmithing, guns, a range, interacting with like-minded thinkers. When we went up there during the pandemic...
Let me ask you a second. Ask you a question.
You were not allowed in there with a mask.
Let me ask you a question, Eric. Now, you owned a firearms range, a gunsmith shop, a gun shop, and a liberal came in and says, I want to learn how to fire a gun safely and do it properly. Would you fucking turn them away?
Hell no, I would be able to turn them.
Not turn them, but look at this. You know what?
To the bright side of
If you want to own a
America.
firearm, even if you don't look at everything else like I do, if you want to look at a firearm, the first thing I want to do is ensure you use a firearm safely, legally, and properly.
Poco's got these in his garage. He
Fuck.
says
The wife actually said in the next garage, when we move, they're going in.
He says it's a lot of money, but they're
Fucking awesome.
Hey, can you do me a favor? spend some time on your phone so we can get the fuck out of here?
No.
Cheap old gun guy.
I don't have a concealed phony permit.
When they come for your guns, just remember 3 things. Windage, elevation, and thought.
Watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body.
The rest of you, I'm not saying that I don't appreciate your comments, but if you can truly appreciate the wisdom of cheap old gun guy,
what was it?
Matt Davis says, yep. Then he says, I stopped an attempt at what you speak with my daughter?
Cherry Fandango, Eric.
I stopped an attempt.
Eric, Cherry Fandango or another blue?
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Cherry Fandango or another blue?
Oh, it's a special occasion, so we should have cherry fandango.
I want a fuck. You know what? I need to find their email address and say you need a blueberry fandango. You need a lemon meringue fandango.
I would like a raspberry fandango.
I will include that in my email. In fact, that is my goal when I go home. Could you, fuck, mixed berry fandango. Raspberry, blackberry.
Chocolate fudge and her vagina fandango. Sharky goes, I have to pick a little sand out of it, but I'm good. McLean, I think I overdid it tonight. The boy is making sense. Wade says overexposure causes brain damage. Or brain damage. EMT 4834. Dang! Yes, teacher. I've been bad. I should have to stay after class.
She got ears like a...
I approve of this message. Sharky says, yes, mama.
Another glass right into the blueberry.
I'm good with blueberry. EMT, I agree with Matt. The birds aren't eating animals that have been shot with minimal exceptions. Those are in our freezer. The lead is coming from industrial runoff and runoff from our lead water supply pipe still in use. Look at the Flint, Michigan water crisis of recent history. EMT, just stop trying to make sense.
Hey, Eric?
EMT, yeah.
How'd you like to invite my dad out for a fucking shooting video?
I don't care.
He's a fucking interesting old man.
If nothing else, if it goes bad, we can just shoot him.
Eric, I'm gonna tell you what. One, you go to shoot my old man, you're gonna have to shoot me. 2, you don't fucking kill me in the first shot, it'll be your last fucking trigger pull.
Okay, I'll bring the JP.
I'm gonna tell you what, that fucker better rip me right in fucking half. Even then, I'm still gonna be crawling with you in fucking pieces. I like my old man.
The end of the horror movies were just the arm.
Oh yeah, dude.
Look,
I'm gonna fucking trying to bite your ass.
Look, I must put my hand on her titty. EMT, oh! The plot thickens with so much sea left while looking for the baby of the E4 fleet. Wow. E4 is a hit. Sharky, don't tell it. Where EMT, don't tell Sharky. Oh, and that thing. Come on, man.
Watch your body. Watch your body.
Love that song. Sharky says, cheers all. SVD on deck, nice. Oh, hey, Matt. Really an early one and a quick one? Guess I can't explain as you guys kept it under an hour by 4 seconds. Good job. You are here. Sharky, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Breakfast is served. Come and get it while it's fresh and moist. I think he even sent me a screenshot of that one. Then he says 2925. I so didn't hear anything you guys said. Don't know why. Oh, sorry, Sharky. We've already... can't interrupt that one, though. We've already discussed this a few times today.
Eric? I want to see a fucking,
Her chest?
Yes. I would definitely fertilize those fields. But Eggs Woodhouse? I want to see if fucking Social House can do it. I don't care how much it costs.
What is it?
It is basically a fucking far upscale Eggs Benedict.
With what? Steak and lobster?
No. So,
Caviar?
creamed spinach, the hollandaise, of course. 2 warm artichoke hearts, 2 eggs, sliced Iberico ham, black truffle, sprinkle of paprika, a sprinkle of Kashmiri saffron, and it has to be Kashmiri, and then a generous spoonful of beluga caviar or white sturgeon caviar. Would you do it?
Yeah. I have not had caviar since I was,
I've never had caviar.
I won a sales building contest for Domino's Pizza and got to go visit Thomas Monahan and the corporate headquarters, and some of the most incredible food I've ever had in a flat, shitty chick's life right there.
Wednesday is our company's, or at least our site's safety lunch. I'm interested to see how this goes, Eric.
We have never put a cherry fandango on here?
I don't fucking think so.
What?
That
No.
strawberry,
How is that possible?
it isn't, I don't fucking know how, but that shit is like,
You know, in the middle of not having 2 dimes to rub together, I bought that 4-pack just for myself. And, of course,
it's now a 1-pack.
if you stole some or Jeremy stole some, I would have... You know what
I have a dragon.
You know what I fucking did? I sent one of those home with Caitlin. I told her, Jeremy is not allowed to touch this.
I have a 1-year-old 4-pack of Dragon Fandango in the fridge in the basement. Because the wife went out and bought me one because of the whole incident, the Fandango incident. She went out and bought me a fucking 4-pack, and it's still sitting in the basement.
You know, it actually...
I want my wife to fucking show up on a brewer beat.
It actually might be love, Miles.
Honestly, my wife cares about me more than any other human being has ever cared for me in my life.
No, I'm glad. I would, if I could change anything about her, it would be her outward socialness. I mean, she could come over here, sit in the goddamn backyard, have a fucking brat and a beer.
I'm working on it. Mother's Day, she, Hannah, myself, her mom, and Garrett are going out to lunch on Saturday. If I have to leave fucking work early, I'm going out to lunch on Saturday. I'll meet them after work.
Hey, even past the whole Vivian incident, your wife waves every time she comes home, and if she's out walking... Oh,
dude, she
always stops. She stopped and talked to me and Christine for like half an hour.
Her opinion of you needs a fucking red beacon to fucking, to go ahead and, comply with FAA regulations. Her opinion of you needs a red flashing beacon to comply with FAA regulations.
I don't know where we're falling with all of this.
It's very, 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 very high opinion of you,
Eric. It sounds
bad. No, Eric. Think about it. Fucking all the towers out there that they have up on the hill in the fucking, in the antenna farm, all need red beacons.
No, I mean, it means a lot to me that I get along with my best friend, my brothers, significant others, or family. Mm-hmm. I mean, if Grandma and Danielle hated me, be like, You know, especially for you.
You know what was really nice though is when
no.
Danielle trusted me to try and put the heat shield back on her truck and make sure it was right.
No,
I would have done it for nothing.
I think your wife has. I don't care if you even play this. I think your wife
she looks
has.
at him every once in a while.
I think your wife has some dimensions of that I completely align with.
Mm-hmm.
She's a political, maybe be the only variable, but when it comes to guns and the fact that she trusted me with one of her favorite guns to try to get it up and running, has she shot that since then?
I don't know, but we should take her out and have her shoot it.
I mean,
now
I told her we don't have to film it.
She's already told me. Now, if you film her from behind, make sure you get her butt in there because it's one of her better assets.
Jesus Christ.
At least in my opinion, Eric. I'm sorry.
You know, it's your wife. She's not sexual to me. The fact that she's a good person, and Christine goes, you know what?
I've had my problems.
You know what Sherry's problem is, according to Christine? She missed an opportunity. She should have been a vet tech.
Let me get some of that, Eric. Let me get a little more.
Your wife should have been a vet tech. She is so passionate about animals. I mean, if I walked in to our vet center and I saw that she was about to take responsibility for my loved one, my pet, I'd have.
You know what? Actually, she has said that if she had the flexibility she has with her current job, she would go and work for Ames, seeing how happy I am.
No, she needs to be a vet tech.
Eric, I'm telling you, dude, you have what it takes to go be that fucking document control manager and make 20. I'll bet you if you walked and says, I want 23 an hour and the full benefits.
I'm already making that. Well, I'm not making the full benefits part of it.
Full fucking benefits. And you get to work with the guys I get to work with. You'd be like, fuck, I'm a happy motherfucker.
Oh, someone's gonna drag me through the job site pulling my penis.
No, not quite that. But I'm going to tell you what, some of the people that I get to work with down there, okay, Eric, I know my wife isn't going to watch this, right? But Nicole is a 40-year-old.
I'm gonna forward this to her.
That's fine. But she's already experienced this shit.
I don't have your wife's phone number.
So, Nicole,
Maybe I should.
40-year-old crane operator, right? Or she's a budding crane operator, but she's an oiler. She just took her certification, apparently, to operate the big cranes.
When he said she was an oiler,
now, walked over to one day and somehow it came up with the "I'll fight you," and I said, I can't say to you.
he just said came up.
I can't tell you. She's about yay fucking tall, dude.
4'7".
About 4'10", 4'11".
Mm-hmm.
But she can handle big loads.
Oh, I'm sure she can.
She can handle big loads from a long way away.
You know, we're like right at the finish line.
Don't fucking care, Eric. We're having fun. So she looks at me and it came up and she says, "I'll spider monkey." And says, "I can't tell you what I tell you if another man told me we're gonna fight." She goes, "No, try me." I says, "Another man says I'm gonna fight you."
Thanks, Nihap, for making this possible.
I'm getting naked. And she kind of laughed. She says, "I'll spider monkey." And she says, "You only last 3 minutes." Says, "Nicole, you're pretty attractive. I only last about 1." And she didn't get it until the actual crane operator fucking about died laughing. Then she turned red. Red as fucking the Mosin. And I had to walk away because it was fucking great, man.
Out of curiosity, we're over an hour, right?
1 hour 45. Between 145 and 152.
Your first guess was 10 minutes high.
135? 2 hours, Eric. 2 hours.
Sharky says India 2.
Sharky? When is Sharky gonna show up here?
Wait a second. India 2 has already been called. How is that possible as a miss?
Sharky is not paying attention to the board.
That holiday that happens in the first week of September. Danny says, SH, love the Ultra Babe in Blue.
Ramadan?
Happy Ramadan.
Ramadan.
I always get them screwed up. What's the next holiday? Memorial Day?
Memorial Day is the next holiday.
He'll be here for Labor Day.
No, Mother's Day is the next holiday.
That don't count.
Then it's Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Then Flag Day. Then my birthday, which should be a national holiday.
Christine's birthday is in 4 days.
What am I getting Christine for her
A
birthday?
Harley Davidson.
Ain't fucking happening.
That's the problem I'm having.
If it could happen, Eric.
I know if it
Eric,
could happen.
if I could get her the fucking black fat boy as she fucking wanted, I would fucking do it. And I would surprise her and I would fucking absolutely fucking... You ever want your wife screamed at? Let me get her a bike and let her say, no, I'm not going to fucking ride it because she's going to get screamed at. Actually, the wife wanted us, if I could have afforded it, they have a Fat Boy, a Tri-Glide, and a fucking Road Glide up there that are all matching paint jobs. I want the fucking...
Here's what I'm wondering. You just bought your bike. You just bought your wife's bike. Now that means your bike is sitting, waiting to be sold.
No!
Your wife's bike is waiting. I wonder if Christine would take your wife's bike or not.
My wife will never sell her bike. Ever.
Even if she got the Fat Boy?
Even if she got the Fat Boy, she would have 2 bikes.
Oh,
If her father passed away...
I respect that.
If her father passed away, her father, I believe, has 2 or 3 Harleys right now. I have to have 3 fucking biker bars ready to go in the trailer because we will be making a trip up to pick up all fucking 3 if shit hits the fan.
Where does he live?
Michigan. That's where we're going in early August to go. I get to meet my father-in-law for the first fucking time ever. And it's weird because she looks at me and goes, he's excited to meet you.
M-E-A-T or M-E-E-T?
M-E-E-T because he was in the 70s, he was a metallurgical engineer for the mines. He avoided the draft because he was in college for metallurgical engineering and already had a job offer from U.S. Steel. Eric.
Miles.
Which, I understand. It's not like he claimed he had fucking asthma when he was a fucking football player. You know who that was?
George Bush.
Dude, I'm really surprised you don't fucking know this.
So
Joe Biden for the University of Delaware was a fucking...
Oh, yeah.
He played fucking football and he got a fucking deferment because he said he had asthma. You don't fucking play football when you got fucking asthma, asshole.
He was
I ain't any happier that Donald Trump said he had fucking bone spurs.
He ran the 1440, but he's got asthma, so he can't be in the military.
I ain't any fucking happier that Donald Trump said he had bone spurs and avoided the fucking draft. You know what we need as our next president? We need a man or a woman who served in the fucking armed forces.
What the fuck is
End of
going on?
story. That should be one of the first things you consider when you're voting for president. Did they serve in the armed forces of the United States?
Well,
That should be a consideration.
The longer we go, you have to admit it's getting harder and harder.
It is getting more and more difficult to find a person that qualifies like that.
Except for the Ukraine war, which is a fake war, so we can blow up all the places that they were making all of the... You hear that?
I'm not questioning Eric. I understand what the fucking U.S. government does. Probably better than most fucking people in the world. When they said there were no fucking weapons of mass destruction, the capability...
They forgot about you.
I'm a weapon of ass destruction.
J-Dog.
I just destroyed my own fucking underwear.
Heart Club, Mr. Holster.
J-Dog, I cannot wait to fucking see your bike on the road.
Rich Huff says, cheers, Clippers!
Rich Huff, cheers.
Rich has actually never been to a shoot-a-palooza, and he is governed in with full approval from the people in charge. It's my money. Time again for another club meeting. I make a motion for dispensing of the reading of the minutes. You should have dispensed of the reading of the whiskey. Actually, technically, I'm the only one that does whiskey. Wade, nice hit. Poco, the end is near. Well, if you actually, if you go off of the biblical sense,
here it is, Eric. 20W50 Imperial Stout with Peruvian cacao and Madagascar vanilla.
you know, here's the sad thing. I don't even remember reviewing that.
We have never reviewed it because it's never showed up. I want.
Why do you want it so bad then? What do you know
Because
about
it's
it?
fucking 2050! If it was 1540, it'd be even better.
I'd say if it was 1967, it's perfect. That's the best Mustang ever made.
69 420.
Okay, seriously, I have to go slip into a coma. Plus, I get to bring this with me, which makes me very happy.
This shit is like. I want my wife to drink one of these.
Boom.
Hang on a second, what are we at, Eric?
141.
We got fucking 19 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Let's make it 145, guy. We can make it 145.
You want to see me pee my way through 1 inch of stainless steel?
I want to see you pee anyways.